Here we go. I'm live. Sorry about that. I was having was having a really good discussion with one of the doctors here on diabetes and that. I'm ready to see Buffalo's being painted hard. Well, we'll get the painting down. That's for sure. So thanks for joining in. MacBean Scottish Fitness here. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. If you're in chat, go ahead and say hello to everybody. And today is Big Bench Thursday. We'll see how I feel. I know I felt great Monday. Was a really, really good day for me. I was really happy with it. Kind of carried me through the week. Tuesday, as requested by a few subscribers of the channel through Discus, and I did have one sale about 137 feet. That thing grew wings. It's funny though, is when I first did the video, I set it up and I thought I hit the pause and I hit the play. So then every time I got ready to throw, I hit pause. So I'm watching this 6-minute video, supposed to have like 10 throws on it, and all he got me was walking back from hitting the disc. So I had to go back out and throw again, and it was kind of bummed me out. I had one where it just went right over the camera, almost nailed my camera. And so, but on the second set of throws, I actually threw further because in the first set of throws, I was only throwing it in the 120s. In the second set, I was in the 130s for a lot of them. So that was good. And I did a couple throws yesterday, but I had one go about 125, 126 feet. It was a nice throw. And then the other two just, I was tired, so I gave it up. Friday, I might throw for about 30 minutes. So, sitting there, got the bench set up. Let me see. I don't think you can see the weights. Let me move this back here a little bit. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? There we go. I do want to give a shout out to all you that are constantly commenting on my videos. I really do appreciate that. It helps the algorithm, and it also, keeps me motivated too. So I do appreciate, Christopher, Miss Warren, Randy, the Body Beat Down, Bitter Critter, and Jan Penland jumped in. Northern Girl Hobbies jumped in. So I did have a pretty good week. I put a lot of shorts out. I think YouTube was really pushing them this week. It'll probably change next week. But I doubled my views for the month just in a couple days. So 225, we'll do our warm up and go add some weight. I was going to add some weight, but I forgot. It's okay. Just trying to keep the motion going. So I do have the phone camera set up further away this time, get more of the bench. When I was making the videos, the shorts, I was really cutting how much you could see. So I'm hoping that's going to cure that issue. Some of the comments I want to talk about, I had one that I actually had got the same comment months ago, where he was saying, well, you were benching, 470. Now you're 100 pounds off. He goes, I took X amount of months off. I was still benching 405. I'm like, that's all good. I don't know how old you are. I don't know what your max bench is. I don't know what you were doing during those 7 months. Here's a situation when you get older. Every time I've had to take time off because of an injury, or one time when they closed the gyms, when I came back, my strength's considerably down because when I am in full training, I'm training at a very high peak and keeping it at that. And when you let that go, you are going to have a drop. So, folks, I'm just live streaming. I'm not talking to myself. No need to panic.
You don't have to explain to us.
Sometimes I go,
We're talking about LA, so we get it.
okay, there we go. So, anytime I've had injuries and had to take time off, only 315 is where I start out at as my max. And then it takes time. It's a slow curve, and then it usually jumps up. So, to the one at good morning, Body Beatdown. Everybody, Body Beatdown. If you're not subscribed to him, please do. His videos are very motivating. He's got me doing some different things which are good and healthy. And he has everything in a very positive way. Steve Lyons, how we doing? Yeah, my bench suffers the most when I take time off. It is. I mean, I'm 61 years old. So to maintain those mid 400s, I have to put a lot of work in, and put a lot of pain to get there. Now I don't mean injured pain. I mean soreness. So it takes a lot of effort to stay at that level. Hey, survival buzz, how we doing? And I don't think people understand that. It's so much easier if I were just to stay at the lighter weights and do reps. It'd be a lot easier on my body. It'd be a lot easier on me, and the younger generation would still be impressed. But that's not who I am. So I continue to chase the heavier weights. But this subscriber, this is the second time he almost word for word said the same thing. And so I responded and said, we've covered this, and that's the way it is. I says, now, once they start showing the recovery, it tends to accelerate. And then also I was letting them know, he mentioned about gear. I don't take gear. I don't take TRT. I don't take any of that stuff. I just, number one, I'm Scottish, so we're cheap. Number two, it's just, I just, my personal belief, I don't want to have to use that stuff unless the doctor says I have to. If you do, that's fine. We're all adults. Make adult decisions. Oh, I got my spotter here. You ready to help me out?
You said you're gonna help him? You think you can lift the heavy weights?
You can help me. You can help me spot.
Oh, yeah.
That's the spirit. There we go. That's the spirit. Now, I'm gonna lift this a few times. Don't get too close to it. Okay, it weighs more than I do. All right. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. Come on, give me a high five. All righty.
There you go. You just want me to watch this set?
There we go. Monk City, how we doing? Good seeing you again. It's been a while. Thanks for joining in. Big bench Thursday. 275 warm up felt good. Now we'll jump up to 315. What brings you from Los Angeles?
My family is from here.
Okay, I figured it had to be family.
Visiting the parents.
My daughter was stationed in Monterey. We went out and seen her.
Oh, Canning Town.
Oh my God.
A classic town. John Steinbeck.
65 degrees year round.
Yeah.
No mosquitoes. No flies.
It's
No money.
yeah, I mean, everything. Cost of living, quite relative.
Well, I can see why.
Yeah, we pay that sunshine tax, but we know it.
We went to the shrimp house.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody said you gotta go there. What they didn't tell me was how many dollar signs are in that menu. First time I see my daughter's jaw just drop when she looked at the menu.
Yeah, it's recent now, but it's certainly a sharp difference.
We're there and get it.
We have the opposite reaction coming on now. It's so exciting. And then you just feel like, oh my gosh, this is great.
Oh, yeah. What do you want to drink? Water? How much does that cost? but we survived it.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun.
It was fun. Went seeing the redwoods. Those were gorgeous.
California is just so many
It is a beautiful place.
majestic spaces.
Protein shakes. Oh, here we catch up on my things. Sure, protein shakes are good. I'm trying to get most of your protein with food, though. I get most of my protein through that Fairlife milk. Half the sugar, 50% more protein, so I get it through there. Eggs. I love eggs. Yep, still at 235. I'll fluctuate a couple pounds off that, just like everybody does. But protein shake after a workout is a quick and easy way to get it in. Just don't rely on protein shakes to get all your protein. Remember, it's a supplement. Supplement means to add to your meals. So you want to use it to add to it, but you don't want to rely on it for your protein intake. So my suggestion is if you're trying to get, like I try to have 200 grams of protein a day. And I do that through 5 meals. And I try to make the protein, I try to get the 200 grams through food and milk. And then I might have one of those Next-Rex protein bars or a shake every now and then, but I don't count that into that 200. That was just an addition, which is nothing wrong with that. Remember, 90 grams of protein just to run the brain. Then depending on your workout and the intensity of your workout, you want to have at least a half a gram per body weight, all the way up to maybe 3/4 of a gram. But remember, you can't process more than 40 or 50 grams per meal. So it's not like you can eat a breakfast with 100 grams of protein, eat dinner with 100 grams of protein, and figure you got it done. Because, 78 grams of that protein just passed through the system. Hey, fill you in what I'm doing today. Wife and me are heading to Nashville. Okay. We're going to see Motley Crue, Poison, and Def Leppard and Joan Jett. Oh, man, I'm jealous. I'd like to go see those bands. They're right up my alley. Yeah, you should be rocking it. Should be fun. So we got 2 bands this weekend we're going to go see. Both of them I've seen many times. Saturday we're going to go see them in the afternoon, and then the same thing on Sunday. All right, got 315 loaded up. Something to consider, but I think it was the inner ear. I was actually doing it last night. So,
Oh, you're fine.
I don't want to take over the whole gym. I do a YouTube channel.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is my live stream.
What is it? We'll have to follow.
MacBean Scottish Fitness.
Perfect. Easy to remember.
My daughter made this shirt for me.
Oh, it's great. It's good.
How are you?
So I take it you're Scottish.
It was the same. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was posting these on Facebook groups, and my 2 daughters said, Dad, you should go on YouTube.
Yeah.
It might take off. And I had one video after about being on YouTube for 3 months and having like 7 subscribers. I had one video going viral. And within 3 months, I had 640,000 views.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And basically, all I was doing is I was responding to these people with bench curts, they're saying, well, he's using a vest, or he's using a belt, or he's using ramps, or he's using this. And I said, man, just get in the gym and lift.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what the hell else is using.
Well, and get.
Just do what's
yourself,
comfortable for you.
Figure out what feels right and wrong
So-
for you.
So just get in the gym and lift.
I love that.
I did one of those.
Shut up and lift.
Really thing too, is posting regularly and everything.
Yeah.
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 Well, they set up my whole channels, the card, shirts, all that stuff.
That's awesome.
And,
It's a kids sport.
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty sharp. All three went in service.
Oh, even for the.
I did too, but they went in the,
You free service.
I was Army, they went 2 Navy, 1 Air Force.
Oh, wow, my brother's in first.
My youngest is still in Air Force. He teases me.
Of course, yeah.
No,
Yeah. Air conditioning here.
Oh, yeah, we always tease her, ask her, how's Jeeves? Yeah, Chuck's in the house. Was P80, should she be up so late? Oh, Miss Wormet's mean. But thanks everybody jumping in. Thanks for it. So I'm gonna go up to 365, see how that feels. And then from there, it'll determine where I jump after that. She's only 63, okay, so she's in my age group. Let's see. All righty. I remember listening to her in the 80s. So there's 42 years right there. Oh, yeah, I've mentioned a lot more my own weight. I'm at 235, and that's 365 there, so that's 130 over my weight. When I'm in top form, I'm close to double my weight. I hear you. Her, Blondie, Stevie Nicks, and those ones I had the 16-year-old crush on. 155, absolutely. You know, remember we all started with the bar. You know, understand there are only about 3% of males can bench their body weight, let alone over it. But remember, slow and easy is the way to go. At 13, your body's still growing in different ways, so don't worry about, you know, if your bench is going up or not, because, you know, 13, you're probably still growing up, you're probably still growing out. There are a lot of internal changes going on, so. But the activity will help those changes be healthy ones. So, yeah, 13, 155 is great. You know, remember, you're in there for yourself. You're not competing with anybody else. And then you try, you know, maybe 4 or 5 months to do better. My grandpa is 72. He benches 380. Yes, let your body develop more. It doesn't hurt to exercise. You know, make sure your form is correct. Don't try to do weights that's going to ruin your form. Tell your grandpa 380 is awesome. I need to have him on the show. See if he's still young enough to want to be on a YouTube channel. Talk about how he's still benching 380, because at 72, that's great. And I hope to be doing it at 72 also. Let me go find my spotter. I'll be right back.
You're right.
And like, I'm not using a camera today.
Well, Chuck here
Oh, hey, Chuck.
is a keyboardist.
Awesome.
And who you going to be playing with?
this weekend.
Journey?
Former lead singer Journey and the Guess Who.
That's awesome. One of our best friends plays with like Ellen.
Yeah?
Like,
Yeah.
you name it.
Yeah, very cool.
We're from LA. We live in LA, so
LA.
A lot of keyboard.
Well, everybody's
friends.
out there.
And Hollywood to boot, so lots of keyboard
Are you?
friends.
My 2 kids live in Hollywood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Royal Personal Training. It's right in Beverly Hills there.
Oh, they're in West Hollywood.
Equinox.
Okay, yeah.
Gyms.
Yeah.
Both of my kids
That was
worked
really nice.
at the West Hollywood one for quite a while.
That's awesome.
As trainers and
I've probably met them at some point.
Things you learn.
probably
Yeah, that was really nice.
we were just out
The
there.
trainers there are always excellent too. I feel like they're really holistic. and, like,
Yeah.
just-
It's a big place.
place.
I don't know who you're gonna
Yep,
run
there
into.
we go.
Whenever I've been out there,
All right,
it's crazy. All right.
365, and we'll see where we go from there.
All right.
And I hit the record button. Yep. So it was a big jump and went on slow, but so I'm gonna creep at 380. So we'll try 370 next and see if that goes up better.
How much was that?
365.
365.
I was hoping it would run faster, but I may just came in too quick, and he can't be the same every day.
You want help off with that one? I didn't even. Okay. All right.
The next one I will, but
All right.
sometimes I kind of like just to pull it up, control it, but it definitely slower than I wanted.
Yeah.
We'll see how
It
370
was right
goes.
there for a couple seconds, but it kept moving.
Right.
You didn't.
No,
You didn't
right.
stick.
No.
So.
See, Thursday is different because I'm coming off of 2 overtime days.
Oh.
Where like Monday, I had the whole weekend where I relaxed. And that makes a difference. You only got so much energy. And I've been doing a lot of yard work. Actually, I was picking up big stones yesterday. Figure one's about 125 and one's about 170.
Yeah. That's a whole different.
Wife is doing landscaping. She goes, how are we gonna move these? I just, "Rrr."
Left them.
Yeah. Any bigger, it would be rolling. Well, first I used the pickaxe to pry it out of the ground, and first thing I did is I broke the handle to the driver. So I think I got a bunch of maple trees that need to be thinned out. I think I'm gonna make a maple handle for it. Yeah, I got one of those tools you use. So I'm gonna make a new handle for it. It's not like use it very often, but I want to use it for is move big rocks. But yeah, we'll see how 370 goes. The 370 goes at least the same. You know, sometimes you set goals and sometimes you have to wait until next
I'll
month.
be here for a few.
I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, just time to take it slow and smart. Yeah, and they do it. Slow and smart wins the race.
You guys probably know Tacos de Madre.
Oh, yeah. My gym used to be.
So,
across
yeah,
the street
so
there.
next one we'll do is
We just got a house and just-
370.
Right where you're at.
I was there for a while, yeah.
Yeah. That's like our go-to out there.
That's-
Yeah,
All the kids ahead.
and you gotta be careful in this sport.
They do a great bigger time. We're lucky.
I've had shoulder injuries,
We'll even drive down
had a
to
pec
Florence.
injury. I've healed from them all. It takes time.
One tunable one. It's almost like a poke bowl.
Yeah, like,
You know.
check that out. That'll be-
If you start tight somewhere,
Yeah.
then it's time to back off weight, maybe take a break.
Yeah.
That's how I got injured, is I was feeling really tight here. And I went after heavier weight and it tore and it took me out for, I was in December, I was back competing at the end of February, which I was fortunate. The thing of it is even though my competition was a personal record, it was nowhere close to what I was doing in the gym back in December. But that's kind of the path you take when you're trying to keep yourself at top form. So, 14 in chat, 9 thumbs up, appreciate it. If you haven't hit thumbs up, please do. We're going to take it as heavy as I can today. Generally 365 goes up easier, but chances are 370 will go up just as easy. And then I'll see how I feel from there. I did on Monday, I got up to 375. Now I did more warm-ups on the lower end today than I usually do. But sometimes that's good to do. Just get the blood moving and get everything loosened up. After my workout, I still got to go home and move those big stones and put them where the wife wants them. She's doing all this landscaping and making the front of the house look pretty. I need it at a young age now, but broke my ankle in my 20s, sliding into second base. And probably for a good 10 years, I could tell when the storm was coming because it would swell up and ache. But now it's like it never happened. Yeah, if it's that much pain, anytime it's a huge amount of pain, you got to quit and do something different. Either move to a machine, move to lighter weights, do flies, something different where it's not causing you the pain. Tried to drag curls this morning. Yeah, I might do curls tomorrow. I don't know about drag curls. That's what I was doing last night. I had a couple carb drinks, and I was trying to catch up on a lot of the videos I haven't had a chance to watch. So I was able to. I watched about 10 videos from Michaels and Arkman and Northern Girl Hobbies and Alaskan Prepper and a few others. And so I'm waiting for my next lift. Give a shout out to John at Prepper Nation, Rudy at Alaskan Prepper, and Kiva at Gray Man Prepping, Body Beatdown, Northern Girl Hobbies. There's other ones out there that'll come to my mind. Hey, Chris Brain. Hey, how we doing? Thank you. Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate it. Got 11 thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up icon, please do. See if we can get a new record in there. Let me check and see comments I've missed. Yeah, got a few. There we go. Prep Rebel, hey, good morning. Thanks for jumping in. Let me see. I think doing too much weight. Son of the girl, Dad, he's 6'4", and I'm 5'8". Yeah, but at 13 after I was 18. So at 13, I was probably around 5'8", because that would have been 8th grade. And then my senior year, I was 6'1". And then I went into service, and about 5 months later, I was 6'4". So, a lot of times growth spurts when you hit 16, 17, or 18. People mature at different age groups. I mean, I know some 14-year-olds that were already matured, had facial hair and everything, but they never got any taller. All right, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Being only 5'8", you're still young. Time you're 17 or 18, you'll be in the 6 foot. Pretty sure you will. Well, Randy, hopefully the doctor figured out what's going on with your hubby. Anytime things swell up in that, especially in the feet, and that is usually not a good sign. So hopefully it's something that can be taken care of. And because definitely not a scorpion. All right, well, let me go find my spotter.
Yeah.
Last stop today. Yeah, but you know.
It's nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, absolutely.
So great meeting you.
You came here at the right time, but
Yeah.
winter time's not so much fun.
Yeah.
Go on a spot.
I'm rich. Yeah, maybe next time.
All right, I'll turn the camera on, almost forgot. All right, we're going up after 370, 365 went up a little slow, so I'm gonna be a little smart on this.
A little left and right.
Yeah. Yeah. About 20 pounds.
Come on. Yep. Yep, still moving. You got it. All you. Yeah.
Holy,
yeah.
holy smokes. Okay, well, obviously, that's as heavy as I'm going today. I want to thank my spotter for making me earn it.
I wasn't going to touch it.
Oh, it's still moving. That's called the grind.
Yep.
And so, no 380 today. Maybe next Monday.
I got to go. Nice job.
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it. I usually do better when I got rest days and that. Oh, wow, that was a grind. But I'm glad I got it.
Holy shit.
So, definitely a grind today. That rep right there will, 10% was, I appreciate it. That rep right there was probably worth a 375 and a 380 attempt. That was a slow bench. I had one competition go that slow. It was actually after an injury, and I was like 432 or something like that. And they said, well, if a fly on my bar, oh, it failed. But I had the wife with me, and I just did not want to miss the lift. So, woo! I got the 370. You know, a little disappointing, but not bad. Definitely pushed through it. A lot of times people only bench once a week. I may have to move my second bench day to Friday just to give me one more day of rest. Next week, I won't be benching on Monday because it's the 4th. I'll actually be benching on Tuesday. So I'm not going to do the overtime on Tuesday. I'm switch it to Wednesday and Friday next week so I can get in here. So that extra day of rest will probably be beneficial. Still planning on 405 by the end of July. I think I can get it. Now it'll be a burnout at 315 for how many ever I can get. And then turn purple at 2 1/4. Am I crazy? Could be. But yeah, 405 by end of July I think is doable. I mean, well, maybe a little fast. You got to set goals, whether I hit it or not. So I figured 380 by Tuesday, 385 by the week after that, 390, 395. Pretty close. I'll be pretty close to the 400s. Trying to bench. Well, yeah, actually, I'm planning on benching more than 405. But 405 is my next goal. Reaper last year I benched in competition 446.1 pounds. I am currently tied for 5th in raw bench worldwide in the 60 to 64 age group 275 pound class. Jared, I bench twice a week. Generally Monday and Thursdays. It's probably going to be Tuesdays and Fridays next time. Hey, Ben, how we doing? Werewolf preppers. Werewolves in London. And that's actually a real thing. I know somebody who's said that if it hit the fan, he'd just take from the neighbors. And he said it in front of me and a few other friends, and we known him a long time. And my godson, and after he left, I told my godson, so there's some good information you just picked up. So if it does hit the fan and he shows up at your door, you know what? You got to be prepared for it. I'll see you next year in the Impressive Bench Day. Thank you, Reaper. Appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for the thing. Thumbs up, everybody. So, next will be just rep out 315. I ain't worried about how many reps I get. And then again, we'll be at 225. Like I said last night, I got to catch up on some videos from the other YouTubers. So I felt good about that. I was falling behind. Sometimes I'll watch the videos when I'm at work, but I can't hear anything. But I'll type in and say hello to everybody. I like to catch, Gray Man, Rudy, Alaska, and John at Prepper Nation on a regular basis. Reaper, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Hippo preppers. Animal names. Yeah, I've seen that the Canadian prepper covered it, and then John at Prepper Nation covered it like the day after. Then once he just described what they were, then I knew exactly. And those people are out there. They're definitely out there. So you don't want to share too much with people that you don't know. But I have met like-minded individuals, and just kind of keep a file in my head on it. Another weird year, so I just say turn off the TV, ain't nothing good on the news. Anything DC is doing is just a distraction, and go out for a walk, enjoy your day, go see live music, go work out, go have a nice meal, work in the garden, plant a garden, go for a hike in the forest, and just enjoy life. The TV's just there to keep you glued to the TV. So the story behind my name is MacBean. I'm of Scottish descent, about 3 generations ago, but I kept the original spelling on the family name. I've been lifting since I was 13. I was doing a lot of videos on Facebook groups, and my 2 daughters told me, Dad, you should do this on YouTube. So they helped me out with the name. They did the design for me. And I think I started it last September. I don't think I've quite been in doing it for a year yet. And then in December, I had a video go viral and pretty much made my channel, monetized me within weeks. And I've been going from there. It's still my #1 viewed video. I think 648,000 views on it. Some other things that boosted me is I had big back guy put me on one of his videos, and that jumped me up. I had Kelvar, he put me on one of his, and that one's had over 1 million views so far, so that helped me get subscribers. And then all of a sudden I had a few people volunteer to mod for me, and someone volunteered. And here I am. So I think I offer a lot of motivation for people of all ages, but I think especially of, thanks, Steve, it was a grind. I was definitely determined to make sure it went up. But one of the times I had the spotter grabbed it, I wouldn't have been upset. It was moving that slow, but he let me work it, and he kept me motivated. So that is probably one of two of my slowest benches ever. Terry Cox, so 365 went up slow. Terry, then I did 370, and it was a grind. It was probably a 30 to 40 second lift. You can watch it. Well, I'll post it because I was recording it too. So it'll be posted later. And I'll post it like 375-pound grind. Crazy old man. So obviously I stopped at 370 today. That was a really, really slow lift. So Terry Cox is also one of the world champions out there. Been doing a lot of meets in that. I believe he's Indiana's Hall of Fame for powerlifting, if I'm correct. And one of the guys I have yet had the opportunity to lift with, but definitely we're going to try to do that. Oh, I did 1.5 million views. Thank you very much. I knew I was getting close. Oh, Illinois Hall of Fame. All right, so you're down south of me. I remember here. I'm not going to say on YouTube, but I did get to meet Terry in Bloomington. They're there for a football game with his son. So definitely one of the guys that are in this similar age group as me, and Terry and Jim Ray are two of the big powerlifters I've got the opportunity to meet. Jim Ray and I actually worked out one time. He came down from Wisconsin because we weren't doing the mask in the gym. And I think he wanted to see if I could actually bench what I was benching for real. But thanks for joining in, Terry. So kind of keeps me motivated when I see other people in my age group, kicking butt and taking names like that. So 370 was a grind. Yeah, actually, I didn't feel like I did Monday. I could tell, but you still come in and you still put the work in. So go find me somebody to spot me so I can rip out 315 before I talk myself to death. And I'll be back. Just could knock out a couple.
Okay.
At 370, it took me about almost 3/4 of a minute to pinch it. I think that took a lot out of me. Let's see how I feel, though. See how the recovery goes. 315. See how many times I can pinch it.
Lift up.
All right. Thank you. I'm happy about getting 6. So 6 is good. Time to wobble over and shut the camera off.
See ya.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Oh. Hang up. From LA, and I figured, give him a card. Well, a few times I actually had it on me. Whew. That felt good. So I'll take the Obama Gym. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, I feel really good about getting a 6. But it costs you 20% more. Hey, everybody, thanks for hopping in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. So I had a real grind at 370, but I got it. Got my 315 by 6. So I feel really good about that. Thank you. Not quite the beast I was last year, but I'm working on it. That's one of the things that you got to keep yourself going. This time last year, I was pushing 100 pounds. But I was 30 pounds heavier too. Still looking lovely and positive today. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. So, some videos around the farm on both channels. Seen some interesting flying things and thought I'd share. Actually, I was driving home last night and kind of kicking my butt for not having the phone ready to record. I had about 10 deer go by me. Had I been ready for it, I could have recorded it. So I think when I come home tonight, I'll take that same way and see if I can catch that and put that on my MacBean's Farms and Prepping channel. I'll upload these on this channel later on this evening. And you probably notice I'm uploading some of the same videos twice. And Carmen Q, hey, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate it. I do like your channel. I do hop in and watch it whenever I can. Sometimes I'm just kind of listening to the comments because if it's during my second shift, I got so much machine noise going on, I can't hear anything. But then I can kind of see what's going on by what everybody's responding and kind of get the message that way. If anything, it's make sure you're preparing for the worst. I've seen Keystone canned meats that went up about $3 a can. Anytime I'm at the store, I pick up 1 or 2 of them. They're a little bit more, but they last longer. Best by dates on those are 2027. They're really good to put in soups and put in chili, things like that. Thank you. I plan to. I know some people older than me that are still doing this, and they keep me motivated, so I'm trying to share that motivation. And the thing is to stay positive, no matter. You can't have gains and wins every day. It's unrealistic to expect it, but as long as you get in here and do the best you can, that's what counts. I didn't get the 380 I wanted, but I had a really good grind at 370 I didn't give up on. Probably one of my slowest benches ever. And then I still hit out the 315 by 6. I'll give you an idea. I've done 315 by 17 at one time. So I still have some work to do. I think what I'm going to start doing is Monday is going to be Monday or Tuesday, depending on holidays. Will be the day I go after heavyweight. And then I think Thursday is going to be reps, where I'm just going to rep 315, rep 225 a lot, and see how that changeup works out for me. But it seems like it's Monday when I hit the new weights. Like I said, I had 2 overtime days in a row, back to back. So it'll be, I'm up at 8 in the morning. I'm going until 1 in the morning. So, I'm getting about 6.5, 7 hours sleep, which is sufficient. But once I'm up, I'm moving. I think the wife, after 30 years, have finally got used to that. Sit idle. And if I'm sitting idle, I have the cat on my lap, wanting attention. So I'll pet her for about 5-10 minutes, and then as soon as I stand up, she's like, meow. She'll dig her claws into me. Like, don't go. Surprisingly, because she was a feral cat. Oh, I wouldn't say a feral cat, but she was a cat that wouldn't approach me for 6 years, even though she lived on my property. And I have a lot of property. So one day she came up to the door and opened the door, and she stayed there. So I gave her food, and within a couple months, she was on my lap. And now that's where she wants to be. She meets me at the door at 11:30 at night when I get home, and she's waiting for me at 8 in the morning when I come downstairs. She has got my schedule figured out. I think she even knows when I go work out. But it's nice having it. 18 thumbs up. All right, Binksters. Just subscribe to your farming channel. Thank you. Now, so the farming channel, this can be more my hikes, the pond, interesting insects, in the garden, of course. And every now and then I'll do like a payday prep channel on it. But I usually have, I'll post on both because it is nutrition. Yeah. So this is the set I dread. I still do it, but I dread, and Terry probably can probably attest to it. I think Terry and I know me, I'd rather push that one heavy set out and call it a day than do the reps at 315 and the reps at 2 1/4. But I know these do a lot for my conditioning and development. There used to be a time where if I hit really heavy weights, I would bypass these, and then the next week I'd pay for it. Yeah, high reps suck. I hear you. But they are necessary, and that's why I save them to the end. If I did them in the beginning, I don't think there'd be any heavy sets going up. So, trying to think. I've taken enough of a break. I'll get Alex back in here to watch me rep them. I have some people that'll comment, your spotter didn't stay very close. That's because I told them not to. Especially when, at 2 1/4, and when I can lay that down my chest and get in a sitting position and toss it off my legs if I have to. So it's not really a way to worry about. But Monday I didn't even count, and I ended up with 20. So I probably won't count on this one either, and then I can always just watch it later and see how many I did. But I think Miss Worm and a few others had it down. They were counting for me. But yeah, you need it. It gets the blood and gets the nutrients back in those muscles that you just kind of tore up. And not bad for the. Like when I up here, I got that big crease in the shoulders and that from, all developed shoulders. A lot of lifting at work. Like I said, those grades are 40 to 70 pounds, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing those with them. And of course, they have to look because I'm not supposed to be doing that. But hey, you got to multitask. I don't charge extra for the counting. I appreciate that, Miss Worm. Oh man. Let me get Alex over here and let me get this one out of the way.
doing?
Good. Getting ready to get the tough one done.
What's that?
We're wrapping out, burnout.
Oh. Oh, I got you. Got a computer in there, huh?
Yeah, live stream.
Oh.
It's my channel here.
Oh, cool. Scottish Fitness.
Yeah. I do my bench live streaming here. At home, I throw discus, I kick the rocks.
Oh,
I do all sorts of
that's cool.
fitness, yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
So here. A few times I get the card.
Oh,
Kids make it for me. Cool. It's fake. Kids don't got
nice.
it. It asked me a couple of years ago if you go,
What the hell's a YouTube?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So did I miss anything? Yeah, I'm still caught up here. Can I borrow you for a minute?
For what?
I'm just gonna do a burnout here.
Gotta hurry.
Okay,
I gotta just weigh myself real quick.
do that.
I gotta keep going though. You gotta hurry.
That's fine. I'll find someone.
No, it's all right.
I don't want to interrupt you.
I'm right here. Go ahead.
All right.
How many are you doing?
Thank you.
Until I turn blue.
Huh?
Until I turn blue. I never know. I don't count them. I just keep pushing them until I say I'm done. They
Alrighty.
count them for me. Wave, say hi, everybody. I don't even lift up this one. It's too late.
Get it. Dig deep, baby. Got it. Oh. Go on. Come on.
All right.
Come on. Push.
I'm
Push.
burnt.
Push.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
thanks.
Got me off guard there.
Yeah, the problem is when I go, it's like boom.
Cool.
So I don't know, however, how many I did.
Awesome.
I didn't count. Thank you.
Yep.
I think I got the blue though. Well, I felt the grandma. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. 19 thumbs up, pretty good. So I'll go back into the video and see how many I did. I feel like it was 19, but I'll count them later. Just send me an email. Scottish Fitness. Thank you, Reaper. I got one there doing 480. And I think I was 59 when I did that. Man, this guy, chest and biceps. That's a different way of mixing it. But then you are using separate muscle groups. That's probably good. I usually do back and buys and chest and tries. But thanks for stopping in. I had a real grind at 370. I mean, literally, I think it took a half a minute to press. Of course, it definitely felt like longer. So I think get back to the plus 400s. I gotta put on another 5-7 pounds. How you doing, Cheyenne?
Oh,
You missed all the fun.
what's that?
Me turning blue.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Kelly, thanks for dropping in. You know, you're getting old when you're looking at adults and you remember when you were in grade school. So that was a good workout. Didn't get the top end like I wanted to, but I think what I've learned is the beginning of the week is to go for the heavier weight. But I did get the reps on the lower weights that I wanted. I know 315 for 6 for sure. And then I'll have to watch and count on the other ones. These.
Started up like you wanted to, but then the lights. I'm good though.
All right, we're moving. No vertigo. Woo-hoo. Planks, are you? Yeah. Steve kind of came up to that conclusion, or I think on Thursdays it'll be reps, and then Mondays it'll be heavyweight. Probably be a better way of doing it. I'll probably still shoot at a 365, even on the lighter dates. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, the energy level wasn't the same today as it was Monday, but actually sometimes I've come in the gym, felt terrible, and had some of my best days. You never know. But I guess what's more important is I grounded out that 370, and then I did get the 315 by 6. I figure I better clear up that bench for everybody. 20 thumbs up. Thank you, people. I appreciate it. So, well, as you missed it, hi, Robert. So, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. So the volume is. Okay. Remember, we got the long conversation with the people from Los Angeles on my first lift. I was like, come on, Chuck. I got things I want to do here. But, yeah, Steven, I'm thinking Thursdays will be my rep days. Maybe throw 365 up just to get a heavier shot. So this was the 365 lift. And it went up slower than I really thought it would going. Hey, Ark Wildman, how we doing? Nice cooking the other day. Almost ready to. So 365 went up slow. That concerned me. I was thinking about having to rebuild my fire pit and and come out there with some of my cast iron, maybe buy one of those little cheap cast iron ones at Walmart. But had a real grind at 370, which I'll be showing here in a minute. Oh, sure, Steve, but it's also helping me in my overall fitness. I think my shoulders and back are getting much stronger. So here is a 370. This was a grind. There we go, a little closer. There we go. So.
You got it.
15 seconds just to do that lift. Just to do that lift. That was a grind. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll do my throw up some burgers on them or sometimes maybe do that after I get off at work, do a little midnight grilling. And just have a little fun with it. Thing is, I try to get to bed by 1 because I know I'm going to have to get my sleep to be able to do this or do anything. I don't like to stay in bed past 8. When I worked a day shift, I'd be up at 6. But I find I get more done working second shift because from like 8 to noon, I'm constantly doing something. And on my days I'm not doing any work, ain't doing any overtime. It's like from all the way to 1 o'clock. So here's my 315. This was a good 6, which I was happy, especially after that grind. And these will be posting probably twice. Be able to get 4 without even having to take a breather. Oh, I went for 5 without a breather. There we go. And that was a much shorter breather, so I knocked out these 6 in less time than I did before. So to me, that's a win. Now we'll find out how many I did at 2 1/4 because I didn't count. I'm guessing 19, considering how I probably burned out everything else. But here we go. I really didn't want to spot me, but he did anyway, so I appreciate it. So let's count them out. See how many I got. All right. So I got 20, almost 21. So that was good. So I did get 20. So, and almost 21. It was really close to 21. So I'll take both of those as a win. Didn't get up the hot top end like I wanted to, but almost 21. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy with that. Call it 20 3/4. So I'll post them. I post them at different times because it does seem to make a difference. It's kind of funny how the views go. Some of the things which I thought would get a lot of views don't. So, for example, throwing dumbbells. I did that last night before I went to bed. 160 views. Live stream Thursday morning, 30 views, which is about normal. It's just info. One of my ones at 3 1/4 by 3 got 469 views. 315 by reps, 481. 350 raw, 64 views. 335 by 2 at 1,600. Just boom, 1,600. Finally did another discus one, 137 feet, got 816 views, one of the better ones. 315 raw bench for reps, 2100. 360 raw bench, 2100.
Why you always look so sad?
190 pound military, almost 1,000. 365 raw, 1,800. Wasper on the ground, 145. 375, I got 3,800. I had 3,800 last night, so it hasn't improved, but that's still great. 2,000. Binks only got 17 views that time. 60 belt dumb press overhead press from the ground, 630. 630 picking up the big stones. So views are definitely up, but I'll have a few that just don't get many views. You don't know why. I can post the same thing 4 hours later and it'll get a lot of views. So I think they're doing something different with the shorts. I know Ben made a big thing on the video, and I'm like, shh, YouTube's listening. Don't let them ruin it. But on my analytics, I've had almost 200% more views than usual. And a lot of it is that's up my comments. So speaking on comments, so I get a lot of people are saying, you know, hey, you're 61, you should be happy with what you have. Don't be trying too hard. You know, don't be going after those heavier weights. And I know they mean well, but this is what I mean. I said, don't let people's good intentions keep you from succeeding on your goals. Sometimes they're not doing it purposely, but they're doing it. Sometimes it's just a reflection on themselves. I can't do it, so you shouldn't. Subconsciously, they may not even consciously know they're doing that. And sometimes it is on purpose. I mean, I've had doctors ever since I was 45. You shouldn't lift heavy. Well, I do. And unfortunately, the doctor I had is now retired. But the last couple of years, she didn't say that anymore when she see me come in for my physicals. The last 2 doctors definitely marked on my physique and were impressed. And I said, well, that's 45 years of dedication and ignoring the negativity, even when it was not considered or probably was not presented to be negative. I mean, sometimes there's some comments out there supposed to be negative, and then when they get ignorant, I block them. I mean, I don't mind people disagreeing with me, and I'm not going to block you for that. But if you use insulting language, if you use vulgarity, you're gone. You know, it's just, I don't use it. You shouldn't use it. We talked about it the other day, going to break 418 at age 70. There you go. And I tell you, you know, and it's Terry, it's people like you and Jimmy that keep me chasing it, that help me keep chasing it. Like I said, very easy to listen to the advice. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's just not for me. And to say, you know, if I get to where I can rep 315 out 10 times, I'll just stay there. And I know I can go into any gym and people will be amazed. But, you know, I think they're more amazed when they see me lift 405. Their eyes about pop out of their head when I'm doing, you know, 455. You know, not that I'm doing it because I want people's eyes to pop out of their head, but I want to be in the top physical condition I can possibly be in. So you're right, Ms. Worm. There are some negative Nellies, and sometimes they don't realize they are being that way. Sometimes they are truly believe that they're giving you help. You know, yes, I am careful. You know, yes, I do lift probably heavier weights than most people my age should be, but I'm not most people. You know, so I never take it as a negative. I just take it as I'm going to ignore it. And anytime that you're setting a goal and you're making progress and somebody tries to rein you back, ignore them. All right. Not necessarily doing it consciously, but subconsciously, they're really making a statement about themselves. That's why I always give encouragement to everybody. I don't care if you're benching 100, 200, 500, 600, I'm going to encourage you and I'm going to congratulate you for what you did. You know, when I go on the Facebook groups and I see guys, you know, ripping out 500 pounds, I'm like, holy shit, that's impressive. You know, I don't say, oh man, you're doing it because you're shorter, or you're doing it because you're on this, or you're doing. I say, man, that's impressive. I don't care what you're doing. You know, you're rubbing 500 pounds. That is friggin' impressive. And I'm gonna let you know I'm impressed. I don't care if you have wrist wraps on. I don't care if you're using a slingshot. I don't care if you're using whatever. All right. As long as you're doing something that was better than what you could do before, you're making progress. That's why it's just get in the gym and lift. Just do it. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Proper form, proper nutrition, and proper rest will get you there eventually. Don't be in a hurry. You know, I don't do gear. That's my choice. If you do, that's fine. I don't care. You know, if you're over 18, you're an adult. I would just hopefully that you're doing it under a doctor's supervision and not doing it online. Because I think some people are getting their eyes opening. I've seen how this Turkish stone was being advertised. Massive Iron was talking about it. All these people are talking about it. And then one of the big names was selling it under his label, and the lab tested it. And it was supposed to have 500 milligrams of whatever the magic formula was. And what it was 499 milligrams of filler and 1 milligram of actual product. So you don't know what you're getting. You know, there's just so much out there that, you know, if you're not dealing with the person face to face, you're not dealing under a medical profession who's specialized in this type of sports, you're really taking some risk you may not want to do. But like I said, if you're doing it, you're doing it. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I don't care if you're on gear. I don't care if you're on TRT. I don't, as long as you still got to put the time in. You still got to lift. You know, it's just at 61, it's not the time for me to experiment with chemicals. You know, let them just push my body to where I can. If it gets to a point where, you know, the doctor says, hey, we're going to put you on this because of, you know, it's a medical condition, and I may change my mind on it. But as of right now, I'm not. So, and I get a lot of those comments too. Well, you must have been on this. I wasn't, but thanks for asking. Just be the best you can. Like I said, go for a walk, you know, do some lawn work, pull weeds in the garden, you know, walk upstairs instead of the elevator. And going for a walk is actually beneficial, especially if in areas where, you know, you can get more recon. I'm going to do a walk again this week down, you know, where I live, where I haven't walked there a few times. I did a drive-by last night with the cars, and some things have changed. But you can't really get a good visual when you're driving by at 11:30 at night. And you need to know what is in your area, what has changed in the area, what has moved into your area. You know, in case things go south, you kind of have an idea of where you need to be concerned. You know, I know there's 3 directions I don't have to be concerned about where I live, but there is one direction I do have a concern. So that'll be the area I will scout. And I'll post that on my other channel. But thanks for coming. Thanks for hitting the subs. I got 25. That's great. I think it's time for me to possibly hit the store. The missus went out to go get Fairlife milk, and they only had 1. So that was at the Walmart. I'm going to go to Kroger and see if they have more, and probably just buy them out. I drink 2 of those a day. You know, it's just such a great source of clean calories and protein. That it definitely helps my development. That, and then the next 2 days at work are going to be kind of easy. I won't get much exercise there because we had to shut down, and so we ran out of product. It kind of sucks because it means I got 8 hours in the next 2 days, and it's going do. And we can pre-pack some things. We can get some things done, but I won't get all that extra lifting, which means I'll make it up because when I go home today, I got some boulders to move. So everybody have a great day. Carbon Q, Arkin Wildman, Miss Worm, Steven, Terry, Steve Lyons, Body Beat Down, Kelly, Reaper. Get everybody. Celtic Grandma, Chris Marie, Terry Cox. Mama Jen. Yeah, thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Um, I think I got Ben. I just have a hard time pronouncing apocalyptic, whatever. Ben. So I just call you Ben. And Reaper there. And somebody else in here too. Janet or Jarrett Harder. There we go. Thanks for stopping in. Just clicking up there, making sure I catch everybody. Randy, of course. And Prep Rebel, thank you. Randy, hope the husband's okay. Let me know. Probably catch you on one of the other channels later on today anyway. And I think I got it. Tweak. No, yeah, that's it. Tweak. Thanks for stopping in. And did I get everybody? I think I did. Got Steve already. Oh yeah, Mug. Scene. Thank you. How many hours in the gym are you a day? When I go to the gym, I'm in about an hour and a half. And then I do about an hour at home outside. And then I got an 8-hour shift where I'm probably put at least 2 hours lifting in. Christopher, there we go. Absolutely. Christopher, great seeing you again. And I think I got everybody. If I did miss you, it's because you didn't comment. I do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Everybody have a wonderful day. And safe. Yeah, time for me to get on moving.